Good morning, YouTube. I am going to get back to my story of meeting my first student. Um, Not this episode because I actually um I'm gonna I want to teach my students, those of you that come to the channel, to think through your music. And what got me thinking about this was I was going through what it takes to get accepted to the School of Music of UNLV. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and share if and when you find this helpful. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. I need to know the activity of the channel. So I'm going through this piece. You guys heard me play it before. You guys heard me play it. Anyway, why do you keep doing that? Let me turn this down. So let me go with the. Ah. Where are we going with it? Where are we going with it? There we go. We're gonna do hit it good. Hit it again. So that wasn't part of the song. Uh, that's where I got lost at. Okay, hold on. So, anyway, so as I'm barreling through this song, not in the way you guys just saw me. For some reason, when the cameras get rolling, everything I remember goes completely out the door. So I'm barreling through this song. So I'm barreling through this song, and I was like, what does it take to be accepted into the UNLV School of Music? And some of the criteria was that you perform some pieces, you have a understanding of music, you have a proficiency in music, um, that you basically know what you're doing. So I I interpret that as I interpret that as I interpret that kind of as understanding where the song is taking you. In this song, "Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head," it's in the key or of F. So you got one accidental, which happens to be on the 4. The 5 is the C. The 6. 6 is a D, which is a minor. So if I'm playing it and I'm understanding all this knowledge about music, sorry, let me do it again. Okay, taking it to a D minor 6. Back to the. So if we took it there, what else can we do with it? Okay, taking it to the 6. Now we can go with the. And mind you, this isn't the song. This isn't in the song. So can I go there? So as I go in there, see, and here's the thing. Can I explain it? Can I explain all the changes that I'm doing? Let's find out if I can. So we're going with the. Okay, we're changing the tempo because we all know that the song goes with the. So why did I decide to? Why did I decide to go to the? Why did I decide to go with her? I did the, and I changed the tempo on it. I went to a 5, but I made that 5 a dominant. And here's the thing: it's calling for a. If you're looking at the quote unquote lead sheet, is calling for a so it's like, okay, so why did you, when you talk about the proficiency of music, why did you make that? I couldn't have made it that. I couldn't made it. I couldn't have made it a C minor 7 sound. I had to do that. I had to do that B with the C and the bass. And now that I'm looking at the lead sheet, it's almost calling for that, but my ears took me there. So think about this. So if we go with the So if we go with the B with the C in the bass. And the weird thing is, I was not even I'm just reading that right now. So I was like, wow, your ears, this is how you test your ears. So this is calling for a G minor 7. So it's understanding the proficiency of music. And here's the most amazing part. It's not the proficiency of the music, it's my ears. It's my ears, because now that I'm looking at the music, remember, this is going with the that's amazing. So we actually even though it's written as a, you're gonna play the C in the bass and the B flat, you're actually making that a dominant sound. So 5. So can't do that. It's got to do that, because a C minor 7 wouldn't sound right. C minor, so that's the only way that sounds right. Let's see if we can invert that. Or you can go with the now I'm just doing a little bit of experimenting, but it comes when we talk about music proficiency. So I was playing the Furley's, and I was just thinking about the child that I was teaching. Now here's the thing, I'm thinking the music. So I'm thinking about, okay, you got the A, you got the A, almost a G chord. So I went to the F. So go to the F. So can I take it here? And we're gonna hit it with the So let's do that again. Stop right there. Let's hit it with the think through your music. So it's kind of like when I'm experimenting with the music, when we're talking about music proficiency, how did I know that would work? So we got Furley's. I don't have my phone with me, but I believe Furley's is in the key of. Where's my classical book? That's Raindrops. gospel piano, Taylor, blah, 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 blues riffs. Hold on, give me 1 second here. Arabesque. So when we talk about music proficiency, I want to know why that worked. Why did that work? Pull this right here. A, B, C, D, F, F, G. F, this gotta be, okay, yeah, it is in this book. So, Elise. A, B, C, D, E, F is in the page 28. When we talk about music proficiency, when I'm talking to my students, I want to ask them, why did that work? So we got for release. Aha. Is this easy piano? First 50 classical pieces. For release. 3/4 timing is in the key of A. Or C. C. Let me fact check that, because sometimes they make this an easy piano. I don't want easy piano. And that's the reason why it worked. That is the reason why it worked. So for release, without me even looking at the music, when I'm playing something like, what was the song I was just playing? Yeah, for release is written in, they say A minor, key of C. So here's the A, C, E, A. So we can kind of go here. Right. No, it goes, let's go to. Was that, let's see. Same key. I'm trying to hear something. Here we go. See, now I'm starting to actually think the music. Blend the music. Let me do one other one real quick. Let's go with the. So where do we find this one at? But what were we using it? So that's all a part of music proficiency. That's all a part of music music efficiency, if you ask me, is understanding why does that work? Music proficiency and letting your ears take you there and asking the question why. Let's call this Music Talks episode. I think we're on 33 or 34. But music proficiency to me is, this is my definition of music proficiency, ears plus the questions why equals music proficiency. That's the algebraic code for it. Why did okay. We can throw that one in there. Okay, yeah, that's what music proficiency to me is. Leave a comment in the comment section. Leave a comment in the comment section. Leave a comment in the comment section about music proficiency. This is going to encompass, of course, memorizing your music, it's a wrong hand. That's music proficiency. Using music proficiency equals ears plus the question why. That's music proficiency. And once you actually start diving into the same key, where we're going with it. I shouldn't have went there with it. I should have just kept it up. Let's go with the. Anyway, that's music proficiency, and we can take it into a deeper dive of music proficiency, because if we said okay, and I know I'm going off now. A minor, C, relative C. Okay. So that's the 1. 4. So let's go with the 4. And a let me do it again. Or was that the 5? 1. Sorry, 5. Let's give me a 4. Give me a 4, which is gonna be a major sound. Okay, so that's the major sound. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we can kind of go with the a 7, because that 7 is gonna we can. That 7, of course, is a dominant sound. Now we're gonna go back to the 3rd. So we can actually make that minor. That didn't sound right though. So let's see. That didn't sound right. Don't know why that didn't sound right. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. I got a little bit of excitement going with me because I was like, wow, why does all this fit? And this is probably what I am going to ask my students. I'm going to sit them down and we're going to go over some. A lot of them may not be ready for the. They're more recognizable with the. There it is. So let's go with the. Or let's see if we can do let's see, let me see. That's all I got. Peace. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification. Keep that in mind. If you hear this in its entirety, keep that in mind. Experiment with your music. Music proficiency. Music proficiency is ears plus asking the questions why. Ears plus asking the questions why is going to lead to music proficiency and understanding. Peace.